lot of times I think we as addicts or anybody struggling with anxiety, depression, you're just having a bad day. We think that it takes this grand action or gesture to change what we're going through. But it's pretty cool to be able to do something as simple as just getting off the couch and stop complaining about that for 1 minute. You walk out your front door and immediately something changes. It doesn't matter where you are, it doesn't matter if you're on your own street, if you're up in the mountains, if you're down in the city, something automatically changed. And that's really what we're looking for. Why do we sit and do the same thing over and over again and expect something else to change? I love the idea that I can just walk out my front door and immediately change my thinking.
The substance abuser early on, the person struggling with addiction, who's depressed. Sometimes doesn't have the resources, find ways to feel better about themselves. And what I'm saying and what we're promoting through these jogging experiences is that you can walk right out your front door, plug into some beautiful music with your headphones, and go for a jog. Do something that you have never done before. You jog, from city to neighborhood to city street to cutting across some grass to then going down into an inner city to running on a highway to then ducking back into a trail and then running along a trail for a little while and then maybe hiking up back somewhere. Yeah, for the substance abuser, why we promote these experiences and depression and these kids that are struggling with anxiety and anybody anybody that's struggling with resources, a journey took place. And when we do these jogging experiences, we don't only say, you don't gotta jog the whole time. On this one I just barely did, there was times I was walking. And how beautiful it was, and the reward that came with it was that it was a unique experience that helped you get out of your head. You saw some scenery, you listened to some good music, and you were able to do something that helped you feel accomplished.
But if we just get up and do the smallest thing, walk out our front door, and start to move, automatically something changes. And for me, it's perfect. Growing up with athletics and being as active as I always have, going and doing something active almost brings me back to being a child again, to just taking off and running. And it's pretty cool how your mind just stops thinking. And to me, when you can shut your brain down and stop thinking, like what happens when you run, that's what I was like as a kid. I'm not thinking of all the bad things that have happened or what I've put myself through or my loved ones. All I'm thinking about is I'm out in nature and I'm running, and that's it. And it's a pretty good feeling that everyone going through all of these dark times are chasing is quiet, peace in their head. And it's something that's not easy, but super attainable. If we would just get going, walk out the front door and move, get that blood boiling just a little bit, and you'd be amazed at the transformation that happens in your mind, and almost immediately.
I hiked up the back of a mountain, I wasn't jogging the whole time, during those walks, I sit there and I work on gratitude and prayer, and I talk to my higher power, and I look for gratitude. I see the scenery, and every time those endorphins from the experience, from the jog, lift my thoughts up. And 100% of the time, by the time I get done with that jogging experience, my mind has changed and my thoughts have shifted from negative ones to positive ones, and I'm able to see life in its truest form now, where before I might have been twisted up, I might have been resentful, I might have been mad at 3 or 4 people, and just been sick in my mind, where now, after an experience like that, with the scenery, talking to my higher power, and the jog, I'm now able to see life in its truest form, and I'm happy. And then I caught the reward, and now I'm going to show diligence, and now I have a new tool to lean on when my mind goes dark again. I know now that I can go for a jogging experience and on this spiritual journey, and I can get out of my head 100% of the time and get my thoughts back on track.